What's up, everybody? Welcome to Everybody Podcasts.
You came into that one real hard.
Yeah, dude. Fucking go hard or go home.
That's right.
Yo, what's up, Mr. Indoor
Sunglasses
guy?
It's not that bright in here either.
It's okay, though, because I can do whatever I want.
I feel like you can't see right now.
I can see. I can see.
So, in today's news...
You don't know, do you?
Nah. I was gonna bring up follow up from our last podcast talking about Vinny Mac there. Paying that $12 million to 4 girls.
Yeah.
$12 million total.
Yeah. $12 million over how many years did it say?
16.
Damn.
So what's that since fucking 2006? He's been paying people off.
So they say they're saying that he paid off 4 women. I want to know who the women were, dude.
Wait, Dark Side of the Ring will get it.
You think so?
They'll do a fucking
I don't know.
episode.
I think Dark Side of the Ring funded by WWE though?
No, that's their own thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's true because they do talk a lot of shit about WWE.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. They don't just talk about WWE either.
Yeah,
They talk about a lot of people who aren't in there.
You notice the people that do it aren't a part of WWE anymore, so they're allowed to.
Yeah,
and the ones that still are seem like they're full of shit. You know what I mean? Like when they do interviews with people that are still in WWE, they seem like they're fucking. They just seem like they're full of it. They seem like they are. What do they call it?
Corporate robot.
Well, no, it seems like they seem like it's a work. They seem like they're working.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
they seem like they're there to just push the WWE in that wrestling kind of way. You know what I mean?
So, because it's sexual misconduct, do you think he's just been having sex with 4 girls for the past 16 years?
That's not his wife.
If I had to guess, it's probably been more than 4 girls.
Probably.
It's just 4 girls that complained about it that he had to pay off.
There's going to be a whole Me Too movement just on Vinny Mac.
He's going to be...
Why do you keep calling him Vinny Mac?
Because that's what Shane says, dude. His son.
His son calls him Vinny Mac?
When you call him Vinny Mac, it makes you seem like you're really good friends with him. When in actuality, you don't really know.
I mean, truthfully, when you first said Vinny Mac, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, seriously. His name
later?
is Vince McMahon.
I got one in my pocket. Vince Macman.
Vince McMahon out there fucking his employees, or at least trying to.
$12 million over...
No, Vince McMahon is the business owner. Vinny Mac's the one that fucks the employees.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. He's got several alter egos then.
Schizo, dude. But yeah.
Because there's Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon,
you know,
Vinny Mac.
You know, billionaire fucking people over. What do you know?
How do you think 12 million is shit to him, like pocket change?
Yeah.
Over 16.
He's a billionaire.
16 years.
Yeah, dude, that ain't shit.
How much do you think he gave?
I'm terrible at math, so I don't know how much it would be like a year towards these women.
I mean,
maybe it was
a little less than $1 million a year.
Maybe it was like a weekly paycheck kind of deal.
I'd assume it's just a lump sum, right? He just gave him each 4. Here's the $4 million sexual misconduct stipend.
So like,
this is boating.
Did they have like a contract and stuff? Can they do that for like hush agreements?
No, that's not legal, dude.
That's
why they're investigating.
But
that's what fucking Bill Cosby did.
Yeah, like.
That's why Bill Cosby, he just got charged with shit from, like, the 70s because they went to court and he covered it up legally. From what I understand. I don't know anything about... I'm not a fucking lawyer, but...
What's he up to now? Because
really
he's, like, not in jail anymore and
it's
stuff.
because I fucked it up the first time.
Do you know what Bill Cosby's up to?
0%.
Probably nothing. He probably can't walk out of his fucking house.
Yeah.
Without being, like... eggs thrown at him or something, maybe. I don't know.
But
or just being screamed at by some fucking feminist with blue hair.
Yeah.
There's this YouTube channel. Who it is, I don't remember. But he does, like, the downfall of, like, people's careers and stuff.
Is it Sonny V?
He did one on, like, Raven.
Is it the guy who always says, stay hydrated?
No.
Okay, that's the guy I watch. I can't remember who his name?
I don't know, but he did one on. Fuck, I can't think of his
Cosby?
name. No.
Because that's who we were talking
Yeah.
about.
No,
that's
that
who-
made me think of Raymond. That's so Raven. I meant because she was on the Bill Cosby as one of the little girls,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then it talked about
Did he fuck her?
no, but she explained like in interviews and stuff how he never tried anything with her, and she's offended that people think he had.
She was a child.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she was like 4.
4.
She didn't know
3 or
what
4.
the fuck
Yeah,
shit was.
4.
He liked women his own age. He just liked to
Yeah.
drug them first.
Yeah. Yeah. Ew.
But like,
There's no buts to this
why
situation.
would Bill Cosby have to drug women to sleep with him? He's Bill Cosby. He was like a megastar at that point.
I've heard a couple different theories.
Let's
hear
hear
him.
him. I want to hear him, dude.
Well, the first one is that that's just how he liked his women. Like that was just
Unconscious?
that was just his kink. And then the other theory is that because of like who he was, like what his persona was, because he was like America's dad.
Yeah.
He's not the guy that women want to fuck.
Yeah.
They,
Okay.
somebody compared him to I can't remember
funny.
who, but probably some podcast I was listening to compared him to CeeLo Green because CeeLo Green's like the big fat guy, and he because CeeLo Green did the same thing, and he fucking he compared it like what if you're like super famous, you get super famous assuming everybody's gonna want to fuck you, but then nobody does, so you're like, all right, I'm just gonna drug these women. Because now nobody wants to fuck me, even though I'm rich and famous.
Yeah.
Out of those two theories, I could believe that one.
That one seems pretty.
The American Dad thing. That's Tom Hanks. He's like the American Dad guy.
I mean, maybe to us, I don't, because I was really like, I never watched the Cosby Show,
I didn't watch Cosby Show
Neither
either.
did I.
but when it was like at its peak, he really was like America's dad because he was like wholesome. The character that he
Right,
played anyway
yeah.
was like very wholesome. I remember watching kids say the darndest things.
I watched.
I remember
for
that.
Sure.
That shit was funny.
That's why like it was so shocking when he was the one that got accused. Like
Right.
when all those accusations came out, it's like. Bill Cosby of all people, he's supposed to be, and he got known in like the comedy world for like chastising comedians for like using bad language. That's why Hannibal Buress called him out because that was Hannibal Buress's joke was Bill Cosby like just lectured him about the clothes that he was wearing while he was doing a comedy set one time, and his joke was like, "Hey guys, go ahead and look into Bill Cosby. If he's going to give me shit for the way that I dress, look into shit that he's done in the past because there's a lot of rape there."
Oh
A
wow.
lot of
And
rape.
that's when it blew up and people started looking into it. Somebody filmed that. It was like a set that Hannibal Buress did in Florida. Somebody filmed it and put it online and it just blew the fuck up.
That shit's awesome.
Hannibal's funny.
This
I
person,
love Hannibal Buress.
He
The
is pretty
person
fucking
that
funny.
the YouTube guy was talking about, he did one on Tila Tequila.
I watched one on her too.
It might be that guy. I don't remember the hydrated thing, but she's fucking weird.
Did he talk about? Because I think did we talk about this the last episode?
Which
She's
is why I
a
wa-
Nazi,
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then she decided she
Fucking
wasn't a
bitch.
Nazi and blamed it on her boyfriend.
That's
She reminds me of that bitch that's on like super famous on TikTok. She's part of like the
I don't ever.
One of those stupid
you know
houses.
what? Out of
yeah
I gotta like
David Dobrik,
out of all
Trisha
of
Paytas.
like the influencers,
She's
I
an
think-
idiot.
out of all influencers, like on every social media platform, I think TikTok influencers are the most annoying.
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas is who I'm talking about.
They all
though.
do. They
A lot like
they
I know.
they all
She's
just
stupid.
do stupid stuff. Like
It's just a bunch of pretty people that know they're pretty and flex their prettiness.
It's
and
not
it's
even
super
that, because-
cringy.
people like
Gay ass dances.
Dude,
Chad's
and whenever
jealous.
like a TikToker
I would never.
gets like whenever like a TikToker, somebody got famous on TikTok, gets serious, I just want to tell him. I just want to be there to tell him to shut the fuck up. They just sound like I've never heard a TikToker say something that was like profound and that I was like, wow, this guy really fucking gets it. It's always just rambling about like it's just pretty people talk.
Yeah.
He's like somebody who's just gotten by on their looks and hasn't had to have an actual personality.
That's terrible.
I don't like how everyone talks to everyone like my followers.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Why does it have to be a follow?
Everybody's famous at some point when they reach a certain status. I don't know how many followers you need, but
it's not even just being famous. Like fucking 20 years ago, 30 years ago, famous actors didn't call their fans followers.
yeah.
You know, like why is it follow? Like that's just so creepy to me. It feels cultish.
It's cultish,
and you
yeah,
follow
dude.
People. Like that's just
Well, yeah, I know where it comes from.
like
but
streamers call their people chat. To be like, yo,
So
let me relate to chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Depends
Doctor's
what platform.
Disrespect's champ. What up, champs?
like I get where it came from.
Yeah.
I just hate it.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't like just because I hit that follow button. I don't necessarily want to be referred to as a follower.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
rather it was a watch button. Like if they called me if I
a
was a
viewer.
watcher or a viewer, yeah, like I would like that better than a follower. Cause I like bitch, I'm not gonna go see you live or anything. I'll watch your 30-second video. That's it.
Looker.
You see these people with like 6,000 followers, and they're on their. To all my followers, I don't know where I'm going with this now. I totally forgot what I was saying.
The Grateful Dead had followers. People would legitimately follow them around the
Might
country.
as well
Like that was like a thing. So like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a follower. Like I'm not following these TikTokers around the country. Like, what are they gonna do next? I want to see them like in person. Which I'm not even on TikTok, so
If I ever like went to Vegas and saw one, I'd be like, "Yo, can we make a video together?"
just follow them. And when they say something, be like, I'm one of your followers, bro.
And I'll literally, I'll just like take my phone and like stalk him the whole time, and then I'll like videotape my encounter and be like, "Oh my god, maybe he'll do a dance with me or something." I think we should get a TikTok and do stupid TikTok dances. Like
Absolutely
this
not.
podcast.
No.
Why?
I don't like any TikTok dances.
Not even the one that's like.
Yes. That
What the fuck was that?
that was awful. Go to the club and do that, dude. I want to see it. I'll record it and post it for my followers.
Do you want to go in a different direction? Because I have something else I could say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Biden signed an executive order to allow access for abortions. So states, what it's going to do is states, like they can't prosecute people that want to travel out of state to get one.
Good.
Proud
Good.
of Biden. Good job, bro.
I don't understand how they could have done that in the first place.
I
Did
don't
any
understand either.
like governor or state actually say that?
I read an article about it. But
Yeah,
I
but
forget
who-
which state it was.
There's a couple states.
Because
Yeah,
there's got to
more
be.
than one.
I'm surprised like that.
Texas probably one of them.
I'm surprised that doesn't already exist. I
I
feel
mean,
like that
dude-
should already like that, not for abortion, but for literally any law. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, like, I know that, like, if you go to Massachusetts and you break a law here, then you run to Massachusetts, they don't charge you in Massachusetts. They'll extradite you, they'll arrest you and send you back here, but they don't charge you there. That's why I don't understand how they could have done that in the first place.
Dude.
What I'm saying is this executive order sounds like a waste of time because I don't think that that's how it works anyway.
I mean, yeah.
So that's just a free pass for Biden.
It's just a way to make him look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. In Missouri right now, you can be prosecuted for having a IUD. Isn't that fucking crazy?
What's an
What?
IUD?
It's
Really?
a birth control
The teeth thing.
that
I have one.
yeah.
Yeah.
you could technically be prosecuted for having that if you lived in Missouri.
I thought you said New Jersey.
No, New Jersey's actually
Missouri.
like, pro
Yeah, they're a
choice.
blue state, I believe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, their governor
I was
already
actually
said,
just talking to Dave Mortz about that.
Yeah. Didn't their
Hey.
governor already said, "Don't worry, we're a safe space for you guys."
That's what I thought too. That's why when he said New Jersey, I was like, "What?" And that also seems wrong.
What?
that you can prosecute somebody for
Oh,
having
yeah.
an IUD.
Yeah.
That seems very,
Crazy.
very wrong.
Yeah,
That's
it's
basically
very, very
saying
wrong.
you can't use
Protect
birth control now
Yeah.
either.
Unless it's like an FDA thing where they think that it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
not
Like if
dead
they
yet.
if they found out like it was dangerous, then I could kind of understand that. But
I can see him trying to say that though.
They want, dude.
Like coming
right.
out and saying these are dangerous for
Yeah.
the female body, even
They-
though we don't know
they're-
shit about it. And we're gonna, I mean, obviously they're already outlawing the shit.
Listen,
and so many people have them. I feel like I would have found out now if they were like
Yeah.
did anything.
the billionaires of this country are getting upset because nobody's having babies, so their workforce is gonna go down.
Well, I
So
guess
they're gonna force women to have babies so they can always have their employees.
isn't there like a underpopulation thing going on right now?
No,
No.
See, I didn't think,
No.
I
No
didn't
way,
think
dude.
that either.
and they're saying the problem is, and like that the people have said. I don't fucking buy into any of this shit anyway. It seems like bullshit to distract us from like real shit that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like they say that like not enough people our age are having enough kids.
Fuck that.
I'm okay with that though.
That's fine.
Even if it's true, I'm okay with that. Well, like if anybody says that the world's going to collapse because we aren't having enough kids, they're just wrong.
Why do
We've been
you-
through way worse.
why
I mean,
do
at
you-
one point the Nazis took out 6 million people, not including the war itself, which took out another I don't know however many
Right.
million. We did okay. We pulled through. We're fine. Like I don't think population's not an issue. Is what I'm getting at. Like,
Yeah, for sure. It's, I don't know. It's just weird for people to talk
Hashtag
about.
America.
I feel the same way though. Why the fuck you need to have 5 kids?
I want
That's a lot of
0.
Why does somebody
Need a
need to have
lighter.
5 kids?
Who's
and the
having
thing is,
5
even
kids?
if there's less,
Lots of people are having 5 kids.
if the problem is that there's less people, if there's less people, so there's a less of a workforce. But if there's less people, there's less of a need of a workforce, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you think about it, like in like somebody working in like a food processing plant, you're not gonna have as much people to process the food, but there's not as much people to feed either.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it work out?
And pretty soon robots are gonna be doing all of our jobs anyways.
That's okay because at that point, then we'll have like universal income. We don't have to do shit.
yeah.
Because how
So
can,
do we want to be real quick about technology then, so we
How-
all can
I
just
mean,
sit home
It's already moving pretty quick.
and reap the benefit?
But like I was, something about that is like how, like if robots took all of our jobs, but we still had to find a job to pay for our shit, but yet robots are taking all of our jobs. How is that gonna work?
That's what Andrew
Is-
Yang used to talk about.
Is the government gonna
VR
be
headsets.
like, fuck you guys, figure it out like they always do?
So I can't comprehend anything you just said. So
But that's why Andrew Yang used to talk about the universal basic income.
Yeah,
That's why he
see-
pushed it. He used to appeal to the truckers because of how quickly the self-driving vehicles are coming out now. And he was like, the job of
Yo.
a trucker is going to be extinct within another 20 years. We need to
Yeah.
figure out a way to make sure that we still have jobs for, like, at least income for people. And that was why he wanted universal basic income.
That's
but like if
that's such a
robots
real
become a
thing. It's
thing,
crazy.
can't we just like sit down and reap the benefits? Or is that just gonna
That's
be
what
the
we're talking.
billionaires?
That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
talking about universal income.
Back on track.
Like,
Let's go.
like how cool?
I don't think we ever lost track. I think you were the one that was
you're the
off
one
track.
who lost track. Cody and I were talking about it the whole time.
Yeah, me and Chad are on the same page
I
right now.
caught up.
I was understanding.
Yeah, you're just sitting there
like, I-
vibing.
I caught
caught
up.
up.
I caught up. I was losing the race, but
You admitted you were losing the race. But
I'm
yeah,
good now.
universal income, dude. We want it. I mean,
No
don't
more
you think,
jobs.
I'd like to be able to collect
No
it and
more
still keep
work.
working.
Yeah, right.
You know?
You could get a lot of money.
Can't
Like,
you do that?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that
the
a
whole
thing in
point.
some countries? They get money every month, but they can still work and
Well,
get
they
even more
have
money.
to. Things need to be done.
Yeah, we're not to the all robot point yet.
No, we're far from that point.
Don't they pay you to have land in Alaska?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to move
My
to
Is it-
friend
Alaska?
lives in Alaska. Yeah.
Is it like an every like? Is it a weekly payment or is it just a lump sum?
Man, I don't know.
Well, if
I
I've
think it might
learned
be, like-
anything from The Simpsons, they gave Homer $1,000 when he entered Alaska.
But yeah, that's what it was. Just $1,000 lump
Yeah.
sum. That's The Simpsons. Obviously, it doesn't really fucking
I thought that was
might not
Canada.
be true.
Maybe it'd be like
No,
I think
they
parts of
went to
Canada-
Alaska.
Really?
I think parts of Canada too, because I think it's like just the tundra.
I mean,
it's the land that nobody wants to live
Alaska
in.
is
right.
pretty much Canada.
Yeah, you're
Like-
right. You're right.
It's closer to Canada than
It's right
the
on the
U.S.
Canadian border,
like,
dude.
what about-
I think that was what the Homestead Act was too. I don't really know that much about it, but I think that was part of it to get
Yeah,
people to
dude.
move out west. Our government started paying people to move out west and buy land and like grow crops and shit out west.
Get out of here.
We need help. We need strawberries. Let's go.
All right, what movie did we watch this week?
So this week we watched Ready or Not. Ready or Not is about an orphan girl named Grace who marries a rich heir to a board game dynasty. After the wedding, Grace's husband's family forces her to participate in a deadly game of hide and seek because of a decades-old curse placed on the family. This movie was directed in 2019 and directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette, and starring Samara Weaving and Adam Brody. So, what did you guys think of this movie?
I like the visuals.
Yeah, Samara Weaving's hot as fuck, huh?
There's
The main
really
actress?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think she's
No.
really pretty.
As soon as the movie started and I saw her, I looked at Missy. I'm like, she is an ugly woman.
You think so? I think she's fucking hot.
I mean, to each their own. But I
Um,
think she's an ugly bitch. Good actress. I like her acting,
I thought
but she's an ugly bitch.
I thought the story was cool. The characters are fucking stupid. As in, like, okay, so the main actress there, you think you're being hunted by this whole family,
Yeah.
but yet she screams at the top of her lungs multiple times
And
when
like,
she should be
how-
fucking quiet.
And hiding.
Yeah.
like, how big is that house? Because we only saw like
Dude,
4
even
rooms.
like,
They're supposed to be billionaires. It's supposed to be a pretty big house.
yeah, but even like it's the middle of the night, there's no noise, it's quiet. You would hear somebody scream
Yeah,
at the
right.
top of their lungs, no matter where you were.
that's what I said when she was outside the gate, and
And that guy drove away.
yeah,
And she kept screaming.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, in that situation, I feel like I'd react the exact same way. That's one thing I noticed about this movie. I feel like I would react a lot like the same way she did in a lot of instances.
And then another thing I thought that was dumb. The husband there. Obviously he knows about the game. He never told her, and then he says, "I never told you because I didn't want to lose you." Dude, your whole family's trying to fucking kill her.
that whole thing with him was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Because like even if it's like it hasn't happened in decades, it's like it still could
Yeah.
happen, and you still brought her into it.
Yeah,
Why didn't you
fucking-
just run away?
I know. I
there's,
understand.
There's no getting around it. We'll die if we don't play the game.
I
Or
understand.
elope.
Like, get out of
don't-
there.
Don't bring the family into it. Just get married.
Well, they said they couldn't elope. He said the last people that ran away they killed. Anyway,
I just thought it was.
yeah.
I just thought it was dumb because he's like, I didn't want to lose you, and like, dude,
and then then he turns on her.
yeah.
Dude, that was so hilarious.
And then at the end, when everybody's blowing up,
That was a twist for me. I thought they were all gonna realize they were just really stupid
And then kill
and,
her.
And no, and then she was just gonna like somehow kill them all.
I assumed that it was like they were just going to
But-
kill her and that was going to be the end.
And
but-
Yeah,
when
that's
when
what I
when the
felt.
ant blew up, I thought someone had shot her, and I was like,
Her
well,
whole
who
body
is
blew
this?
up. What kind of
Yeah,
shot
but
was
like
that from?
they went
Quite the gun.
it went away real quick. It was like an over exaggerated blow of a shotgun. I don't know. But then
It
when they all
reminded me
started
of
blowing up, I was,
Blade when the fucking
Yeah.
right.
the two vampires, one on the side and one on the bottom, and the blood just sprays
or
out.
The Boys when she blows up all of Congress.
Yeah,
That shit was the exact same thing.
pops their heads.
Pops their heads.
Yeah, head popper.
But the
what part is that?
It's in season 2. Oh shit! You're
I don't
probably
think
not
I'm
that
there yet,
Oh
Chad.
shit, dude.
Well, somebody blows up heads.
I know.
You didn't learn much.
Yeah, you didn't. You don't know when. I mean, a lot of people die in that show. I mean, there's heads don't really blow up, but you'll see, man. But the ending, it caught me off guard too. Like as soon as they all were like, "Oh, nothing happened," I looked over at Jerry. I was like,
It just turned-
I
it just
fucking
turned-
knew it."
it
And then
was
all
like-
of a sudden she
it's like-
blew up.
It's like fucking
but that's why
what's the George Clooney movie we just watched?
From Dusk Till
From
Dawn,
Dusk-
Yeah, it got supernatural real quick.
but for a lot less time though,
agree
because
with
it's
that.
like it's literally just that moment. But not really though, because they talk about the curse the whole movie. They didn't talk about
Yeah,
vampires at
that's
all. And
true,
from Dusk Till
that's
Dawn,
true.
the vampires were just there.
Yeah, they just kind of showed up. Like, oh, it's this now.
But I
It's
really just
true.
thought they were retarded.
The
What,
same.
the
Like I
family?
thought they were just stupid,
Oh,
and it's like
yeah.
you watch the whole thing, you're like, it's just not real. And that's why I kind of was frustrated with the husband for even going back, because it's
Yeah.
like, why do you even believe this is real? But that's my favorite part is the end when it ends up being real. That's my favorite part, because I'm just like, because you really don't expect
Yeah,
it. You really
no,
think,
and
because the
I
way
didn't.
everybody acts, because they are all very dumb. Like you're like, this can't be real, but then it ends up being real. It's just funny. That's just funny to me.
I think I always think it's brutal when people do like head smash kills. When she beat that mother's head into
With
the
the
box. Woo!
Dude, when the cocaine girl shoots the arrow through the mouth of that,
Oh my god,
that
yeah.
was fucking sick.
Every time that girl was on screen, I laughed.
That shit was
Yeah.
funny.
It was so, like when she just keeps killing the maids. Oh, that's so hilarious.
Fuck.
It's like one scene she'll kill
Why
the
does
maid,
this
and then
always
the next
happen
scene
to
she'll be
me?
taking drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first one, she's doing coke. The next one, she's fucking popping pills. And then the last one, her husband's like, "Let's go get an edible and calm you down."
The Finch guy was married into the family. Is he?
Yeah, that
like,
was her
'cause he was
husband.
questioning the whole thing. So it must be he survived or didn't play that game.
Right.
Yeah, he
They
said he
usually
played Old Maid.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
then the Hot Brother's wife played checkers or some shit.
So the
Is
aunt,
a hot brother
the
Adam
aunt-
Brody.
The aunt's the last one
The
that
other
had
one.
to do it. What you
It's
see
hot.
at the beginning of the movie.
Oh.
They shot her husband
Yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah,
arrows.
Yeah.
That was the aunt in the beginning of the
Yeah.
movie.
I hate her.
Yeah, she's.
I
a
hated
stupid
her
bitch.
character.
I think you're supposed to hate her.
I wanted.
Yeah.
Was that your least favorite character?
Yeah, I wanted to punch her in the fucking mouth, dude.
My favorite was the Hot Brother.
Honestly, it was the hair and the eyebrows.
What was your least favorite? Does it have to be the aunt?
I mean, she played her character well.
Is that the old lady with the crazy hair?
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
this
fucking
weird
hated her.
eyebrows.
I
kinda-
didn't like the Hot Brother's wife.
I thought, see,
Well, yeah, she's a
Posh
bitch.
Spice.
Yeah, well, she's
That's what
just-
she looks like.
yeah. Well, she's just like the gold digger,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like she's like
Oh.
married him because he's rich. That's all. Same thing with the Fitch guy. Like they're both the same.
Yeah.
That's one thing I liked about this movie. The characters they're all evil. They're not like they all have like the same intentions. It's just about money.
The mom
right?
seems genuine though.
no, she doesn't.
I liked her.
No,
But I don't think she seemed genuine. She's probably actually
That's
the most
true.
famous person in the movie,
Yeah.
Amy McDowell. But she's just. I
hated-
feel like her intentions were still the same. You know, the
Yeah.
only thing is she just saw her son was like pained by it.
Yeah.
You know, and that made her feel bad.
I guess what I
I-
mean is she seemed like she had feelings a little bit
Well, it's
compared to
'cause
everyone
she did.
else.
She said she did like her.
The old lady, the aunt old lady there, I think she was an overactor.
Yeah.
I think that
she
might
kinda
be
sucked.
something that I
Yeah.
hated about her too.
That's
Like it
what
was painfully overacting.
Like I liked the character, but she was just not. She sucked.
And this movie is what gives Satanism a bad fucking name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were
Why?
you saying,
Because
Brad?
the devil will pop you.
Hail
What?
Satan! Hail
What were you
Satan!
saying? I
About what?
interrupted you.
Lots of Satanists have committed fucking human
I
sacrifice.
know, but we're trying to
There's
transition into
Dude,
the troll era,
there's
man.
so many different kinds of Satanists.
We're trying to go
out there.
back to goats. All right.
yeah, the Baphomet thing, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Let's not kill things. Let's not do that.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
there's rich people that do weird shit like that, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Weird rituals and shit like that.
Like the Blue
Maybe
Rose
not-
Society,
yeah.
right?
Did,
Right, dude?
Did they kill anybody though?
Yeah. Or
Did they?
did they? I don't know.
Wait, who are you talking
The
I'm
about?
one
talking-
Alex Jones got the video of.
Oh, the Bohemian Grove.
Oh,
Grove.
that's not what I was talking about.
Yeah, what were you
What
talking
were you
about?
talking
I was
about?
talking about the fucking TV show, man. The Order. The Blue Rose Society.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something real.
That's why he hit me, because he thought I would.
Yeah, I thought you would catch on.
I get it now. I get that's. Jesus.
Is
So-
it real?
Who's your favorite actor?
I mean, my
Or
favorite.
actress?
Yeah, my favorite. I mean, I think that Samara Weaving, the lead girl, did the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
I agree.
Some
Um,
of it though, like I feel like it reminded me of Batman versus Superman in a sense, where like it's not that one, the Justice League, where it feels like there's just a whole bunch of shots that they set up that don't make any sense. They just wanted the cool shot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I will say though, like when she fucking puts her hand on the nail,
Yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah,
I did,
dude.
Yo.
I felt
yeah.
that. Like that shit makes me uncomfortable.
Stop.
Yeah. It was bad.
So she definitely did a good job acting like a scared little
The-
white chick too.
The butler kind of reminded me of Bruce Buffer.
He was my least favorite character.
I feel that he
Same.
was
Like, hands down. I
yeah.
didn't like the character. I didn't like the actor.
I mean, besides the ant. Like, he's above the ant.
The
But-
car wreck scene was kind of
Stupid.
lot. Yeah. It was too
I'm
much.
super glad she, like,
It would have been
got
better
some
if they
kills,
just.
though.
I feel like that car wreck scene would have been better if they just cut out them watching it on the iPad or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if he just hung up on them and they weren't watching it, that would have been like way more interesting and it would have made more sense, you know. And it just seems like parts of it, like the comedy worked, and parts of it, it was like you should just not be trying to do a comedy right now.
Right.
you
So
know?
what was this movie based off from? Like a book?
It's just an original screenplay.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why it got so big when it first came out. Like a lot of people really liked it because it was original and there wasn't a whole lot of original movies coming out at the time. Which is only like 2 years ago in 2019.
Yeah, right.
Lot of
Because
reboots.
everybody were doing. Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's doing remakes.
Remakes and
Shit.
Marvel movies was like all that was
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
And this was
Yeah.
kind of like a take on a slasher movie that was it had an original story that nobody had ever really done before.
I feel like if it had better actors in it, actresses, I would like it more than what I do.
I mean, the concept's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't think the movie did itself justice. It could have been better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I liked it a lot more the first time I watched it. This time I found it kind of cheesy. Like I said, they just, like, the shot where-
that's a good word for it.
Yeah, like the shot where she's got the shotgun and the bullets over her and they like pan up and come out. It's like it's
Yeah.
so stupid and set
Yeah.
up. It's like, come on, man, this is fucking. These directors, they did the
At the end.
they did the
I thought the
Scream
very-
remake and they're very. I feel like they're very pretentious without really deserving it. Like they really think that they're fucking awesome, and I don't think they're that great.
The very end where she sits
In
on the
those-
Steps.
sits on the steps. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she was pretty badass.
It's kind of
there.
badass.
Those.
Yeah.
She's going to jail though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's soaked in blood.
Yeah.
They're
See,
not gonna let that go by.
when I
No,
first
the house is burned down. They're already turned into nothing. There's no people there. I wonder if she'll be able to just get away with that. Be like, there's nobody there.
Yeah, just blood.
And how do you explain? They just blew up.
Yeah.
She's definitely going to jail. That's the sequel I want to see.
But that's kind of like where, like, the whole thing, because it's about, like, capitalism, and it's just an anti-rich person movie.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, she comes from, like, the lowest level, like the lowest class, because she was a foster kid, you know? And that's kind of, like, fitting at the end that the cops were there, because it kind of shows the reality of the situation. Like, that's where they would end up, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to believe a foster kid. At least that's the point I think they're trying to make. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that point, but it's the point that I think that they were trying to make.
So
Decent.
these nuts.
So what? Do you guys have a rating
Oh, okay.
Wait, at like what?
out of
Out of
5?
5 stars.
2.
I was gonna say a 2 as well. Maybe a 2.5.
Yeah, I was 2.5.
All right.
I'll give it right in the
I'll
middle
give 2.5.
because there's stuff that I really did like in it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can't discredit the first time I watched it when I really enjoyed it. So
I'm going to stick with 2. I'll give it a 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.5 because, like I said, I liked the story. It was cool. I hated I didn't really like the acting, so. The visuals were awesome, like the kills.
Yeah, those were good.
That's why I'm gonna give it 2.5.
word. All right, I'm gonna do something different on this podcast. I'm gonna let you guys choose the movie. I picked 4 movies. These guys each have a piece of paper in front of them. When I give them the movies, they're gonna write down which one they want to see. If none of them pick the same one, we're gonna pick the one that doesn't get picked. So I'll give you like a quick description of the movie too.
All right.
So the first movie is a movie called 1917. It's about 2 soldiers crossing battle lines in World War I. Second movie, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Guy Ritchie's first movie he directed. Third movie, Kingsman: The Secret Service, which is kind of like I'd call it like a comic booky 007 type movie.
I've seen
And the last one, Last Night in Soho, which I know nothing about. I just know it's Edgar Wright's most recent movie.
it. What's the first one?
1917.
Say them all. Just say the title of the movie. All of them again.
1917.
Okay.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Okay.
Kingsman: The Secret Service. Last Night in Soho.
Okay.
Also, while they're writing, you just read it out loud.
Oh.
While they're writing, if anybody didn't notice, I picked British movies as the theme of that one.
Crumpet.
Just one movie, Chad.
Yeah.
I feel like he's picking Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels because that took so long to write.
No, I fucked.
He just says 1917. All right.
We'll go around. Kristen, what did you pick?
1917.
Okay.
I
Brad.
also picked 1917.
So it's 1917. What did you pick, Chad?
Kingsman: The Secret Service.
All right. Well, we're going to watch 1917. I'm kind of glad you picked that because if you guys didn't go with this idea, that's probably the movie I would have picked.
See, I just like when you said kind of like comic booky. It kind of made me. I like that type of stuff. Like,
I'll do one of these times. I'll do a Matthew Vaughn themed one because he's the director.
Okay.
Pick through that.
Hell yeah.
So 1917 is the next movie. I'm kind of excited for this.
Let's go to war.
Cool.
It's a really good movie. Yeah, we haven't done a war movie
I
yet.
like
so.
war
When is-
movies.
How old is that? Do you know?
2019.
Oh, okay.
It's recent. Yeah.
Okay.
I low-key think I've seen this.
There's not a lot of battle scenes in it.
Yeah, I watch a lot of.
It's very.
Oh, man,
I don't want to
can we
get
do
too
the
much
vote
into
again?
it.
Wait, I'm looking.
Dude, I think you're gonna like this movie. This movie builds tension like no other movie I've ever seen. It's one shot.
Never mind.
One shot movie.
Really?
They never cut away. I mean, obviously they have to do different shots. They do kind of creative ways to to go into the scene,
Right.
like each scene, but it's all filmed in like one shot. And dude, I got obsessed with World War I last week. I watched this movie like 2 weeks ago, and after watching it, I found this 24 episode series podcast about World War I, and I just listened to it, like all of it, over the course of 2 weeks.
Nice.
And it was just because of this movie. This movie's fucking great.
All right. Well, 1917. All right.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna have to write that down. Oh wait, I'll just fucking write it on this piece of paper here.
Yeah, well, notebook in front of you.
Oh, also the good thing about it, it's free on Peacock.
Oh.
All
right.
right.
I don't have
See,
any
Peacock.
subs, but
Well, Peacock, it's free. I don't have Peacock as a sub. It's just free.
sick.
It's got advertisements, but it's free.
Sick. Nasty.
All right, Kristen, what about top 3?
Oh, here we
Top
go.
3 favorite Simpsons characters.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. you
Yep.
go. I feel like a lot of ours
Mine's not gonna
might
be
the
in-
same.
Mine's not gonna be in order.
Well, yeah, mine isn't either. Because,
Mine never are.
Like, I actually forgot to pick a top 3, but
Someone always does.
shut up. But I think it's gonna be easy for me because The Simpsons was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid, and still. So
All right, well, you'll go last, so we'll give you some time to think.
okay,
Is
great.
his name Apu?
The Mahasapim Petalon.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty cool.
Did you just make that up, or is that actually what it is?
that
Apu
is-
no Mahasahima Hemalon
No.
or whatever. No Pasapima Petalon.
Something like that.
Apu.
I know, like, that's the kind of name I just look at it and I'm like, I'm not going to read that.
Out of all the Simpsons peeps, Bart's my favorite. And then I really like Homer Simpson's boss guy.
Mr.
Burns.
Burns.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Monty Burns.
What got me back into Simpsons is Hit and Run.
Really?
'Cause I've
You
been
were
playing that.
playing the game and you're just like, I'm going to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, I was
Nice,
like,
dude.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like if you like The Simpsons again, you should give Futurama a try.
Mm.
Yeah.
What, did you not
That's what
like?
you did when we
you not
talked
like
about
it?
The Simpsons
Wow.
a couple
Don't
weeks
like
ago.
Yeah.
How do
I
you
really
not
don't
like
like
Futurama,
Futurama.
man?
Don't worry about
You
it.
want to talk about picking favorite characters, dude. That show is filled with... I would say, like, every character on that show is better than The Simpsons. Like, any Simpson character. Bender is better than all of them.
It's got
Bender is the greatest character of TV.
We could do American Dad. We all watched that, right?
I watched a couple seasons.
Okay. Right. Go on.
I'm going last, dude.
Oh.
He's
Want me to go next? I can go
Yes.
next.
Yeah.
I already told you guys because I said I wanted to do auto. Yeah, the first one I wrote down was Otto. The fucking bus driver. He's my favorite.
Yeah, the one who
That's funny.
smokes weed and he's not very smart.
Yeah, I just keep thinking of the episode where Homer starts smoking weed and he's just like, remember when I dropped my keys and you thought the phone was ringing?
Dude, my favorite auto moment is when, remember the Treehouse of Horror episode where Bart can like turn people into things and shit? He goes up to Otto, he's like getting on the bus, he's like, Otto, I want to drive today. And he's like, okay, and they're traveling down the road real fast, and Otto's like, haha, we're all gonna die.
All right, my next character was Ralph Wiggum.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
It's probably a tie between those two as who's my favorite because Ralph, just because of the fucking Bloodhound Gang song.
Ralphie, get off
Get off
the stage, sweetheart. Yeah,
Who's
that's
Ralphie? Who is he?
Ralph Wiggum from
Who's
The
that?
Simpsons.
Who?
He's
The
the
police
chief
officer's
son.
son.
Got
The
it.
stupid one in Lisa's
Yeah,
class.
the
Got it.
dumbest character on the
He
whole show.
is good.
He's
Oh
my
my
favorite.
God.
Who?
He's the Butters of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Yes.
That is funny. All
That's
right.
fucking-
And my last one is Sideshow Bob.
Oh.
Okay.
I just always
Nice.
love the Sideshow Bob episodes when he's trying to kill Bart. Mostly because I really like Bart and they're Bart-heavy episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, just Bart, like, tricking Sideshow Bob the whole episode. That's every episode.
Yeah,
It's pretty great.
Silent Bob's, or not Silent,
Silent
Bob.
Bob.
Sideshow Bob is always failing. He just can't do it.
Clerks 3.
How hard is it to kill a 10-year-old boy? I think it'd be
Doesn't
pretty.
Homer, like, give him shit for it one time? It's like you should just grab him and just go
Yeah, that's all you need to do. But he always tries to think of like some elaborate plan to try to like trap him and then kill him. Like, just go kill him, dude. Climb in his window and then you're good. You did what you wanted to do all these years.
And then the one time he just does that, he changes his mind.
Yeah.
Then he sings a song about it. Like, I've grown accustomed to his face.
Yeah.
Then Bart tries to sing, and he's like, "This isn't a duet."
Your turn.
Homer that's like a given. He's like the funniest character on the show.
Yeah.
He's
actually on my list as well.
I'm gonna go with Chief Wiggum.
Wah.
I even got my own catchphrase.
He laughs at the pig's nose in the movie. He's like, look at his nose.
My last one, I'm gonna go with Rainier Wolfcastle.
What?
Okay.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger type character.
Okay, yeah.
He plays Radioactive Man when Milhouse is...
The goggles, they do nothing. Oh, it's such a good episode.
Right, Chad.
Okay, so Homer is on my list as well. I got a couple characters, but I'm gonna count them as one. Lenny and Carl.
I thought about doing that exact same thing. I was like, should I
counting
pick
them.
Lenny? If I pick Lenny, it has to be Lenny and Carl.
Yeah, you can't pick them separately, but they, out of the whole show, I think they have some of the best one-liners.
Yeah, for sure.
What 100%.
In the whole fucking show.
Code
dude.
Black. Black. That's the worst color there.
What did he say?
Have you seen Mount Carlmore?
What did he say? I don't know, something about being gay.
Dude, my favorite Lenny and Carl moment is them when they were drunk in the back seat of Homer's car, punching each other in the face, just screaming, "Isotopes! Isotopes!" And they're just punching each other in the face.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
They're the funniest ones. And then my last one would probably have to be Bart. I can't really.
I want to
pick
give an
anybody
honorable
else.
mention to Willie and Grandpa Simpson.
Yes.
Grandpa Simpson.
Oh my God.
Nelson Muntz. That's my
Muntz,
honorable mention.
Wow, dude.
They do make The Simpsons has so many great characters.
Yeah.
Hans Mo, man.
Principal Skinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or no, it's fucking Tamzarian or whatever his name is.
I just watched that episode.
What the fuck was his name? His full name?
Eat my shorts, children.
Yes, eat all of our shirts. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go home and start watching The Simpsons again. I can't tell you how many. See, The Simpsons is one of those TV shows that I've gone back and watched The Simpsons
So many times.
multiple times.
So many times.
There's over 600 episodes, man.
What is it on Disney Plus still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I might do that too.
it's just
Well, I'll just start watching The Simpsons.
yeah. Aren't you?
It's great.
You're currently watching it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got
so many classic episodes.
Let's do some questions here. These questions are to get to know us better, and maybe you can answer them too in the comments. Maybe, I don't know. Do what
it.
you want.
No, do it.
But these
I'm
questions,
gonna force you.
these ones are definitely random. First question: when was the first time you smoked weed? And like, I want to know the story behind it too. I don't want to hear names or anything. I just want to hear, like, did you buy it with your own money, or did you smoke it with a friend,
So,
or like, how old were you?
I was
Stole it from my dad.
Oh, word.
Oh, that's a good
Sick.
story. I like that one.
How old were you?
I don't know, 14, 15.
Okay.
I cannot remember how old I actually was. 13, 14, 15, right around there.
What was the story? You just were like, hey, I'm going to...
Like, what made you go, I'm going to try weed today?
I don't remember. We were at a dance. It was me, my brother, and Chris. and yeah, I don't really remember like what the lead up to it was. I know that we all went back to Chris's house and smoked it out of a can, but we didn't want to smoke it inside because we didn't want his parents to smell it. So
Right.
we jumped out his window and went down back and smoked it like behind a tree behind his house, and then like went back in. I remember not feeling anything because it was cold. I think it was like the snowball dance, so it was fucking the middle of winter. We were all fucking freezing.
Yeah.
And you know how like when you smoke outside and it's cold and you go into the warmth, it just fucks you up.
Yes.
He
Oh my
fucking
God.
Chris turned on a strobe light, and I think I blacked out a little bit.
Oh my
And
God.
I think it was most like just because of the strobe light and being super high.
I could see that.
And he kept like coming at me, going like this and shit. And
Of course he
with
did.
the strobe light just going really fast, and I was fucked up because him and my brother smoked pot before that.
Oh, okay.
That was my first time.
Okay. What about you?
I was with my brother and a cousin, and the cousin already smoked, and he pulled it out, and he's like, "You want to smoke?" And you were like, "Yeah, dude, it's cool," because you had already smoked a few times at this point.
Oh wow. I
You don't
didn't
remember
know-
this?
I didn't remember I hit the grass before you did.
Yeah, you did. And yeah, we just got high and hung out in there.
And then you were just like, "This is the greatest thing ever," right?
Yeah, and I kept smoking.
Sweet. Hell
15.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What about you, dude?
I think I was 14. There's like this pipeliner dude that like moved in next to us, and his girlfriend was like really dumb. Like,
Canton.
I think. Well, they weren't from like they were pipeliner people. They just moved in.
Southerners.
Oh, right.
Actually, it's that dude that got like the SWAT team on him in
That
Chesterfield.
shootout or whatever it was.
That guy.
God
But
damn.
his girlfriend
Sounds
when
like a real upstanding citizen.
his girlfriend when they first moved in was like really like I think actually slow, like stupid, and because she was like in her 20s and I was 14, and like our mentality was the same. Like she was stupid.
So you're stupid too?
So
Well, I
you
was
just thought she
14.
was a really cool 20-year-old at the time.
But yeah.
Now as an
kinda.
adult, you're like, wow, that girl was a dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. So she had like this box, and she's like, my mom brought me some. She's like really ghetto, but she was like Spanish, and she's Puerto Rican, and she's like, here, try this. And I was like, okay, like this is cool, bitch wants me to smoke weed. I already knew about it, and I did, and I got really high. My mom would let me stay at that house. She's
So you smoked weed
Yeah, that
quite a
seems
bit.
really
then?
irresponsible.
Didn't
Yeah,
that
got
guy
over-
used to cook meth in his house?
Yeah, he was not into that until he got with his current girlfriend. He used to just smoke weed and like work really
I
hard.
remember the fucking... Who's the guy that goes out and gets people that have warrants?
A constable.
A bounty
Yeah,
hunter?
I had a constable show up at my house one time looking for him. When I lived in Canton, he's like, "Do you know blah blah blah?" I was like, I don't know who that is. I just moved here.
He actually used to be really fucking awesome. He would like cook homemade like Chinese food and stuff every day, cause like it was like him and her, like
don't
his
know,
girlfriend
man.
at the time, and
Somebody
a
who-
bunch of pipeline people.
Somebody who has a shootout with the cops doesn't seem.
I don't think it was a shootout. I think he was just in his house with a gun and he wouldn't
He wasn't
come out.
home. He was at his mom's. when that
Somebody
Oh.
who's in their 20s hanging out with teenagers is just weird to me.
happened.
Yeah.
Unless
yeah.
that teenager is 18, 19,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 17 if it's somebody that you've known for a while.
Maybe
but
they're gonna turn 18 in a month.
Yeah, I was
I'm not
14,
talking about, like,
15.
sex. I'm just
No,
saying in
I'm not
general.
either. I'm talking about drugs.
Even the times now when
Oh
I
yeah,
look
hanging
back,
out in general. Yeah.
like when I look back, like to the times when I was a teenager, just hanging out with fucking older
Yeah,
people
so,
is just weird.
Actually, about that, Brad and I went to a party one time, and like at first it was like it was
That
adult.
4th of July party, right?
I think. No. I'm talking
That
about.
one felt weird because I felt like
I don't
want
want
to.
to. I don't want to say. I don't want to say any names. I'll tell
Well,
you
don't.
after the podcast. But
That's how I
we
feel
went
about
to a
it.
party and we were smoking weed in like a camper, and like when we got out of the camper, we noticed like, man, there's a lot of young people here. And Brad and I were just like, all right, I think it's time to leave, and we just left because, like you said, like Like, at the time, Brad and I were like 31,
Yeah,
maybe.
dude, it was that 4th of July party.
So last year.
No, that's not the party I'm talking about, dog. But, I mean, that party, too.
Yeah,
That
that same
happened
vibe.
last year.
Like, early in the day, it was like adults and stuff.
And
we
then
played
at
acoustic.
night- at
And
night-
at night, it seemed like all these 16, 17-year-old kids showed
Yeah, I
up.
don't like that.
Yeah.
And I
like-
was like standing there watching people pull in and get out of their cars, and I'm like, I'm gonna go home.
You look like you're in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I saw them all grouped together under the pavilion and shit. I'm like, these people don't look even old enough to drink, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they're 19, like
It's-
they're still underage, you could
Yeah.
still get slapped with some fucking
Well, that's
supplying
that's
alcohol
the thing.
shit.
See, I actually asked a couple of people about that, and they're like, if we wouldn't get in trouble, the homeowner or landowner would get in trouble.
Yeah.
For letting
Yeah,
underagers drink on his property.
You still don't.
It still
I still
doesn't
don't want to
look
be
good.
there. if
Well,
I was
yeah,
you, you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean? I'd be like, I'd
absolutely.
rather just leave before something happens that I don't want to be a part of.
I mean, that's why we left. Because,
Just weird.
yeah, kids are stupid, man.
Mm-hmm.
like,
We were stupid when we were kids.
yeah, absolutely.
I had
I
fun.
know I was. I admit it all the time.
I mean, I had
Or if
fun
one of them
too,
happens to
but-
know like who you are, and then tells somebody who tells fucking 20 people
yeah.
that you were like drinking with underagers.
Yeah.
I don't need people to think that.
Yeah. But anyways, my first time smoking weed was actually in high school. I was a freshman, and it was like me and 4 other dudes. We were down the Beast.
Down the Beast. That's where
Yeah.
everybody used to go smoke weed.
Dude. We were down the Beast when we smoked out of a fucking... You know how they made the marble bowls in shop class?
Yeah.
With that one drill bit? We smoked out of one of those. And we went to shop class, and I was like, I really like this. This is cool. And then whenever I got money or scraped up change, I'd buy like an 8.
Chad's like, the first time I smoked weed, I used power tools.
I didn't make the bowl. Somebody
Yeah, but you just said you smoked weed and then went to shop class.
Yeah, but I didn't. I didn't do anything though. I sat in the stool at the table, and then it was Mr. Seeley. He's like, "Do you guys want to clean the supply closet or whatever the fuck it was called?" And there was 3 of us. We're like, "Yeah," and we all just went in there and stood there and talked. We didn't clean shit.
Was that when like we didn't have materials to actually do a project?
No, we definitely had materials, but
Because when the only time I took shop class in high school, they didn't have the materials. Like we started out with some of the materials, and then we never got them. And Mr. Seeley was like, "We're not going to get materials. You guys can just come here and do your homework."
oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah, that
Sucks.
never happened to me. At least I don't recall that happened to me. All right, what about alcohol? Like the first time, I want to know the first time you even had a sip of alcohol and the first time you got drunk.
I mean, the first time I had a sip of alcohol, my dad probably gave me a beer when I was like 3. Like a sip of his
Really?
beer. Like, not a beer, but like a sip of his beer, you know? I'm just guessing because I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, I'm sure none of us are going to remember, but we
I
can
feel
give like a general.
I've definitely had like a random sip of beer, maybe when I was like fucking
Or like just
5 or
grabbing your dad's
11
beer to
or
try
12.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember one time at a party, my mom, I'm pretty sure
We've
it was
taken beers before.
I'm pretty sure it was a wedding vow renewal or something. And Mom was like, "Do you actually want to taste it?" I was like, "Yeah." And when I was probably 11 or 12, I tasted it and I was like, "That's fucking disgusting." I didn't say that's fucking disgusting, but I said that was disgusting. And she's like, "You're not going to drink beer, huh?" I was like, "No." But then
And then you turned around.
and then 2 years later,
Mhm.
at 13,
13, yeah.
I decided to get drunk off from fucking Smirnoff Ice.
That shit
13
tastes good. And that you don't even know.
Yeah, 13 years old.
Brad?
I was 17 when I got hammered for the first, or no, a time at your house. That was my first time actually being drunk.
How
Yep.
old were you?
don't fucking remember.
We
Don't
were
look at
both
me.
in high school,
Yeah.
so he had to be a
I couldn't
freshman, and
age,
I was in
or I
10th
couldn't
grade.
drive. I don't know why I said age. I couldn't drive.
Oh.
So
I
it
didn't
wasn't
drive either.
like
So-
you weren't old enough. Like you didn't have your license yet, right?
right,
Yeah,
right.
like I didn't have my
I
license.
think I was a sophomore. He was a freshman.
Lots of illegal
So
things
16,
going on that night.
16. We were playing like one of the old Call of Duties or something.
No, it was Men of Valor.
Oh
It was
yeah.
an Xbox One, or like not one, but an Xbox original
yeah.
game.
Where was
Whenever
Chad during this party?
When
It was about Vietnam.
I was the only one that hung out with Cody that night. He had something
I was
else
just
going on.
kidding.
But yeah, anytime someone died in the game, we would take a shot. It was McGillicuddy's peppermint schnapps. Or
I hate
There's some
shit.
Malibu. There
Yeah.
was some Malibu
Yeah.
there.
I can't do peppermint
Rat-
drinks.
Me either.
Fucked up, and it was funny.
Yeah, and he punched a bunch of fucking holes in my brother's wall.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember the bathtub being full of puke.
Yeah. My parents weren't happy.
Oh, I'm sure.
And my dad dragged my brother down the stairs by his hair.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty
I-
pretty wild. They
I-
didn't think we were drunk, though. They asked
Yeah,
us if we were
dude.
drinking. We were like, no.
I went right into we went right to his room, and I wanted to prove that I wasn't drunk, so I started playing his guitar, just jamming. And
Oh,
they
word.
came in and checked on us, and I just kept playing.
Yeah, because we were drinking in the old house next to my parents'
Yeah, you
house.
remember that?
Yeah.
We just had that little room upstairs that we would get drunk and get high in.
Man, that was some night, man. We took the 4-wheelers out some shit that day. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
Oh, so the first time I got drunk, Noelle Latimer, I'm going to drop some names. Noelle Latimer, Cassandra Stone, and my stepdad was watching our neighbors. I might have talked about this before. Neighbor's house, and his dogs and stuff. And we knew which window was unlocked. And I was staying at Noelle's. It was literally just us three and maybe Jesse. And we knew that the dude that owned the house had a whole bunch of liquor bottles above his fridge. So we brought over our own bottles, filled them up with this liquor, and then filled those back up with water. And then got really, really drunk and got naked and just ran around the house and went swimming and stuff. It was and I was 15.
So what happened when he found out?
So he didn't. My mom actually had a little get together when he came back from whatever vacation he was on, and they made pina coladas with this shit that was water, and they all were drunk. They all acted drunk, and I knew it was just water.
Adults.
And I called Noelle over. I'm like, yo, they're drinking it right now, and they're acting drunk.
Mind over matter.
I'm saying the mind is a powerful thing.
Yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, Noelle,
What do you
Cassandra, and I
think
got
historical
up.
pregnancies
How
are?
embarrassed is a person, say that happens, and then you actually call them
Yeah.
out on it. How embarrassed do you think those people are?
Didn't we do that with someone before?
No. I've never
You know
done
what's
that to
funny?
somebody.
Oh wait, I remember. I'll tell you after the podcast. I remember what we did.
You know what's funny? Anytime I drank my parents' liquor, I just never filled it back up.
Oh, they
I just never filled it back up. It was years of doing that. Eventually, my mom's just like, I know you drink my liquor, right? And I was like, well, yeah, I didn't really try to hide it.
well, we emptied these bottles, so they had to be filled up.
I never
or-
really.
See, I would just do a little bit at a time. But the thing is, doing that over time, eventually it's just
Yeah.
gone. And my
Yeah.
mom opens her liquor cabinet because she doesn't drink liquor every day. And she's like, well, now I had liquor in here.
I didn't get into liquor until I was 21.
Wow, what a stand-up
Yeah,
says.
it was always beer before that.
You know
It was
what?
the easiest thing to get a hold of. I mean,
Same.
liquor
dude.
was kind of foreign when I was in my teenage years because everyone just drank beer and wine.
Yeah.
I knew what liquor was, but I didn't have I don't know, I guess I didn't have the urge to try it because I knew what I've tried, and I was like, just get that. And
If your dad's an alcoholic, you can just take one beer out of his case every day. And then after 2 weeks, you got enough to get drunk.
Got that nailed down
Wow.
to math, dude.
Advice you get from this.
That's what's up.
All right, next. Wait,
All right.
Cody, was your first time with Brad?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
what Brad was saying.
Word.
Drove 4-wheelers all day and then got drunk that night.
Sick.
When you were
It's a good
young,
time.
when you were younger, what are some of the goals that you set for yourself
Mhm.
for your future life, or even did you do that?
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean-
you didn't
Nope.
set any goals for yourself.
Graduate high school.
I didn't even set that as a goal.
There was
Yeah, I
band.
didn't set that goal.
I
I
didn't
did.
care
I
if I
did. I
graduated.
wanted to graduate. Band stuff. Always a goal. There was always the goal to go record, to play shows, and we did all that.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. Like, I feel like
Make merch.
I feel
That
like-
shit was cool.
I'm living it up because when I was younger, I was like, the only thing I want to do is get a job, have a roof over my head, my own car, a very nice lady by my side, and play in a band.
A
And
very
I
nice
do,
lady by
I
your
do.
side.
I
Why
know
would you
those-
word it that way.
Yeah, that's a weird way to talk about Jerry.
She is a very.
You are a very nice lady.
But
She
that's
is
just
a very
lit.
nice lady.
Okay.
I'm not judging you, dude.
Okay.
No, it's just
thanks.
like a funny way of wording it.
Yeah, I feel
We're
like he's
not
looking at us like
judging
we're
her.
calling her a bitch.
No, that's
a
not
very
what I mean.
nice woman.
No, just
I would've
saying
liked
in
that
general,
better
like
than lady.
Hot, be like hot wife or something would be like a normal.
But I'm just saying, I'm living on my goals right now, and I'm fine with it.
happy for you, dog.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't have
see,
goals. That's why I didn't have a career until I was fucking like 29. So
Make money. That was a
yeah,
goal.
that was the goal. Get out of school and
Make
go
money.
make money.
Mate,
My mom fucking enrolled me in college, but
Really?
I didn't want to go. I went for like 6 weeks and then just dropped out.
see, when I was done with school,
Did you
I
just
wanted
like
to be,
stop going or?
Yeah. Well, I dropped out. I told them like I'm not coming
Oh.
back. Like I went to my they give you like an advisor, and I just sent him an email and was like, "Hey, I'm not going to be going to school anymore. Like how do I what's the process of this?" And he told me, and I just dropped out. Cuz I stopped going at that point anyway.
Yeah.
Like I just wasn't going cuz I didn't care. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. When I was in high school, I wanted to be on the radio. So then I went to we had that work study program.
Yeah.
I did that at Wiggle, and I found out that you can't pick the music that goes on the radio. So I was like, I don't want to do this. But I found that out like my last semester of high school, and I was like already enrolled in communications. And at that point, I was like, I don't want to go to school for this. But my mom was like, you're going to college, and then I just fucked it all up. And then after I dropped out, I just went to work. I got a job at Oak Hill.
See, that's
It was like, hey,
So-
at least I'm fucking making money now. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
Yeah.
all I wanted to do, man.
Because after like finding out I didn't want to do radio anymore, like I was like, I don't know what I want to do now. I'd like to get into film, but film school is really fucking hard to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have like a portfolio of working. We didn't have a film class, you know.
Yeah, and even the
I had
one we
interactive media.
kinda had
We
was
didn't have that.
bust.
Interactive
Yeah,
media
Mr.
was
Beck
sick.
started one, and we made a couple of videos, and then out of nowhere, he just told everybody he wasn't doing it anymore.
Really?
And it was he said instead of that, he's just going to make a movie, and then he didn't ask anybody in the film club to help him with the movie.
What's the one?
It's like, these are all the
movie-
kids. I was so, like, I hate Mr. Beck now. Because he's like, these are all the kids that, like, when you said, I'm starting a film club, that came to you and said you want to make movies, then you canceled the film club and made a movie and didn't ask any of them to help you
Wow.
or to be a part of it. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was,
What was
really
that
fucked
first
up.
movie, dude? Spearfish.
Was that what it was called?
Yeah, the one with the skateboarding and the dance and the.
Was there a dance?
No, the
I don't
dance
know.
was the other movie. Right?
Yeah, because it was at the skate rink.
Yeah.
Oh,
They had
yeah,
that
that's
band
right.
Play
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
I went and watched it in Canton too.
Really?
Yeah, he did he had one showing in the theater, and I went and watched it.
How
Even though I
it?
was very resentful of it, like I wish I was a part. I was just like, you watch it, they're just like, I wish I was a part of this. Like I
Yeah.
could have helped with this. My thing is, like, I was never that creative as far as like filmmaking goes, but I loved the technical side of it. I loved like camera operation. I wanted to edit, like I really wanted to edit, and I did do like me and Alex Smythe made a couple of stop motion animations, like claymation shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was there fucking till like 7 o'clock the one night doing it until eventually I think Mr. Beck had already left. Somebody else like came in the room and was like, "Hey, you gotta go. You can't be here anymore."
At school?
Because I was just sitting there. It was like 7 o'clock at night. Like, there's no teachers here. You can't just be a student hanging out at the school all fucking night.
Yeah.
Well, I was just sitting there doing. It was stop motion animation, and it was like really. I'm sure it's probably easier to do now, but back then I literally just had to watch the video and click a button when it came to the part that I wanted, and just go stop.
That's
I was just
annoying.
sitting there doing that all night.
Nice.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did. I really enjoyed it because it like you had to watch like we had to like set up the fucking clay, and we just recorded the whole fucking thing, just recorded straight through as we're setting up, and then you just had to sit back and wait, and then set up the next thing so that way it looks like it's moving, you know. And then just sit back and wait so your hands aren't in the shot and shit. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
That's pretty cool.
What matters most to you in life? And I'm asking if you're.
He didn't.
It doesn't have
he
to
didn't
be-
write the questions down.
Yeah, he just
again.
wrote
Yeah, it
words.
is. It just
Then read the question.
That's what it says. What matters most to you in life? It can be an object or an emotion or a person or nobody.
I really like my dog.
That's something.
And
'Cause
this
I was gonna-
podcast, it's kind of a
That's
big one
another
for me.
thing. That's another thing.
I really
My
enjoy doing
happiness.
this.
Anything that involves music, the band stuff.
Perfect. I love it. I was gonna say Jerry and Aria
Well, those are givens.
and music
My family.
and my friends.
I got a question for you. Jerry and Arya are falling off a cliff.
Oh man,
You've got one on
Oh,
each arm.
Fuck.
You have to drop one because otherwise you can't save both.
Jerry
Which
would
one are you
kill
choosing?
Chad if
You don't come out of
Yeah,
this
he dropped
not
Arya.
looking like a dick.
I don't.
I mean, Jerry would be mad. at you.
Jerry would want me to save Arya,
Yeah.
so I would probably save Arya because
But you can just make another Arya.
I guess it's gonna be her dying wish. I wouldn't. I don't. Oh man, it's so hard to say. I was just gonna say.
You can
I
even
couldn't-
just
I couldn't
name
live-
Wouldn't it be funny if you're in that moment, Jerry's like, Chad, we could just make another one. Pull me up.
name her Aria. Hopefully it's a girl.
That'd be tough. You don't. Can't get out of it either way, dude. Because like you'll live with guilt no matter what. Like you let your kid die, you're gonna be like, I can't believe that. But then you let your wife die, and you're like, I can't believe I did that.
You just take a lot of drugs and forget about it.
No.
Yeah, that sounds like a really great solution to that problem.
I could go into a perma trip.
Become an alcoholic. A lot of people do that.
No. No. You didn't say anything.
I said happiness. I'm not really materialistic, to be honest. I don't really. I mean,
Weed is
obviously,
pretty cool.
like my
Weed is
dog and
pretty
Kale,
But you wouldn't necessarily live for weed. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be there in order for you to enjoy
Yeah, it does.
the certain things you love most in life.
Yeah, it does.
Like if weed just didn't exist anymore, you'd be like, well, that's it. Bang.
Yeah, pretty much.
If
No,
you,
I'm kidding.
if you couldn't
Dude,
smoke,
I'm joking.
If you couldn't
Shut
smoke
up.
weed, you'd be like, "Fuck music. I don't play instruments.
Yep.
They're stupid.
Yep.
Singing, oh, that's for assholes,
Posers.
posers." Yeah. All right.
Yeah, dude.
What crime would you commit if you could get away with it?
Bank
Robbing a
robbery.
bank.
I was gonna. That was exactly
There's
what popped
nothing to
bank
talk
robbery.
about here.
Yeah.
There's no other answer.
I'm glad we all
Or
agree on it. Do you
it's
guys,
either
you
robbing
guys
a-
want to do like a whole gang thing?
Yeah, how you
No, I
supposed
don't.
to-
We would get caught.
Yeah, we just talked about it.
No, this is if you wouldn't get if you didn't get caught.
Well, yeah, but in real life though, we'd get caught.
Oh,
None of us are
absolutely.
smart enough to
No,
pull that off.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Or like a gold
And like I
fucking
would get,
vault or something.
I would get enough money for me to live the rest of my life until I die. be able. I don't care about buying things besides like a
I-
house and a car. But
If I had unlimited access to money, I'd care about buying things. Just because I could.
that's the problem. That's the problem celebrities have. That's why they go broke, Brad.
Yeah, but if I have unlimited money, I'm not going
It's not
broke.
unlimited. You can only rob the bank once, dude.
You might end up
Oh,
walking away with
okay.
only $100,000.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
That's not enough to live the rest of your life.
All right. We got to go to a big bank.
Say
Yeah,
the
like
Federal
Bank-
Reserve.
Bank of
Yeah.
America.
Steal straight from the mint.
Bank of America.
That, we might get a pretty good chunk from that.
we will.
Or
We'd
gold.
be-
It's
we
or
would-
a gold vault, like
we-
some kind of gold storage
Yeah.
somewhere. I don't know where or what
we
stores
could buy.
gold.
We
but
could buy our own country.
buy our own island.
Yeah.
That's the better question.
We'll buy Epstein's island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, that's
not-
Kick all the
And
children
continue-
out.
Oh.
It's got a bad reputation.
Yeah, we'll change it into like something better. And we'll be like, we don't sex traffic children.
That's right.
We sex traffic.
But anyway,
adults.
that I wanted to ask a question that involves something you just said. If you could buy a country, what country would you buy?
America. Make it better.
Make America great again, right?
2024.
I don't know. What country do you think has the best weather? Because
That's what I was thinking about.
Because if I'm buying it,
That's
like,
true.
what do I like? I just want the country that's got the best weather. I feel like the Scandinavian countries. I feel like they have good weather. I don't know why. I don't know where I'm getting that from.
You know what? I would buy America, and I would live in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
What if
Yeah.
you could just buy Hawaii?
Canada.
Okay, yeah. I just want to. Why isn't Hawaii its own country?
It should be. Because the thing is, if you own America and you live in Hawaii, now you got to deal with all the bullshit that's so far away.
Yeah,
Like, I would
right.
rather, like, it'd be so much better to just buy Hawaii
Yeah, I'll
from
just-
America.
Yeah, dude. I'll just buy Hawaii. I'm good. I'm good for that.
All right, I got a deal for you.
Wait, if you buy this country, do you own the people? Is this like a slavery situation?
No,
No,
Yes.
you just like become the governor or
Well, it'd be the dictator.
Oh.
dictator guy.
Word.
but you're a nice dictator.
You
How
guys
about
think
that?
you'd like not be corrupt? Like, do you think if
I
you
think-
had a position of power, say somebody gives you a country that's got a bunch of people in it, and they're like, "You rule this country." Do you think you could do? Do you
Yeah.
think you'd do a good job without becoming like corrupt and greedy?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a certain level that somebody would hit at a point to where it would become kind of hard not to be corrupt. Cuz there's always going to be people out there to try to blackmail you, to try to get you in some situation.
Don't do anything
scandal.
wrong, then. Don't do anything wrong.
I genuinely
That's a
care
tough thing
about
to say, 'cause
people.
think about the people in this country. You do something, half of them are going to say it's right, half of them are going to say it's wrong.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Can't please
So, like,
everybody.
Sometimes I think that's why politicians become corrupt, because they get that attitude of like, you know what, they just damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So
I'm doing me.
yes,
Like, I'm gonna help.
I'm gonna
me.
take care of
That's
myself.
That's a good point.
Oh, you're gonna give me $5 billion to push this idea? Okay, that sounds pretty good for my family. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm pretty selfish in that aspect when it comes to me and
But,
my
like,
family.
I
Chad
don't
would
know.
definitely be corrupt.
I don't know. There'd be a lot that came with the corruption.
There's a lot of
though.
pressure. I don't think I would ever
There'd
run
be people
for anything
wanting to
like-
kill you, death notes.
That's
I would
fucking-
never want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that situation.
Too much
But
pressure.
I genuinely
for me.
care about people and stuff, so I feel like I would remain nice and like help people, for sure.
Because it really is just about ignoring the people that are going to hate you anyway.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's kind of what you just have to do.
'Cause,
You have
like-
to kind of do what you believe is right,
Yeah.
regardless of what people are telling you.
Good
Yeah.
intentions, bro.
That's why.
But some
People
people
of
think
power-
your ideas are
That's
wrong.
why people of power should stay off Twitter.
Mm.
Trump was funny, though.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
I wish he'd come back.
Biden's speeches are funny, dude.
Like just
on Twitter. Not
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
president. I
I know what you meant.
don't really care about the president. I just wish they let him back on Twitter.
Isn't it gonna be funny when he doesn't campaign for 2024?
Yeah.
I feel like his son will.
I was thinking his daughter. I was thinking eventually they were going to push Ivanka. Maybe not 2024, but within like another, I don't know, 20 years.
No, that'd be crazy
they're gonna try and push her.
because she might actually win. She might win it.
That's what I'm saying. And then the Republicans can have like the ability to stand up and say, "See, we got a woman elected.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You guys,
Oh my
you guys
God.
couldn't get a
God.
woman elected. You're the sexist
We
ones.
just-
We
Dude,
got a woman appointed."
that's gonna be their thing if it happens.
Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna be their argument. What are you against a woman in the White House?
Exactly.
And, like-
That's why it's a good strategic move.
I
Yeah.
hate America.
And they're gonna obviously they're gonna control her, and she's just gonna become a puppet. Just
if
like
that
the
does
rest of
happen,
them.
hopefully she gives her Twitter account over to Donald.
Yeah.
Next question.
Do you prefer scheduling or just going with the flow?
I need a schedule.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason why I got a job before the pandemic was over, while I still had unemployment, because I was tired of not having a schedule, like not being on some form of, not doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
And when I get to work, like I have like a list of things. It's not really a list, but in my head, I have like a list of things that I have to do when I want to do them and when I want them to be finished. You know what I mean?
So you definitely
I like
have
that.
to. So you're definitely a plan ahead kind of guy.
For sure.
I-
And I get really annoyed when things don't go as planned.
Yeah. I'm one of those guys. Like I'll make plans, and then sometimes I'll cancel at the last minute. But, and like I personally hate schedules. I like to go with the flow, but I also feel like a schedule keeps you disciplined, and you I think you need a schedule. But I personally don't like them.
I mean, I like routine. I don't know as much as a schedule.
Like doing that one thing you need to do.
Like I'm a
every day.
stay-at-home dad. Like I have a routine with Leo. It's not. I mean, I guess
It's
a
the same.
sched-
It's the same.
Yeah, I
thing,
guess
right?
it's the same thing.
Like breakfast is at this time.
Yeah,
We're gonna take a bath at this time.
but I also like going with the flow as far as like
What you want to do for the day?
sometimes I'll let him tell me when he's hungry
Yeah.
or when he wants to go
See,
outside. or
that's what.
something like that. But I do have to like make plans. Like someone can't just. It's very rare that someone can hit me up on a
But-
random day and be like, "Hey, can I come over and hang out?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, sure."
See, I get that.
I
too.
gotta be like. Most of the time, it's like, "Oh, I'll hit you up tomorrow. We can hang out tomorrow," because
Yeah.
like I'm not good with last minute
See,
stuff.
most of the time. See, I don't like the last minute stuff either. But like, I feel like I'm just too nice. And I always end up just saying, "Yeah, come on over." Same thing. Like I haven't ever told anybody like
There's like
we
I have
can
like
do it tomorrow or whatever.
I have like choice few people that I would be like, "Yeah, come up."
yeah, for
Obviously,
sure.
you guys
Yeah.
being
Those people.
those people, yeah.
What about you, dog? You've been quiet
What
this
was
whole
the question?
podcast.
What was the question? I really
Do you
don't.
prefer?
Oh,
she just
right.
spaced out that
She's been
entire
spacing-
conversation.
She's been
I'm
spacing out.
dissociated.
I was
like, all
spacing
day.
out a little bit at the end too. Like I started looking at the picture there, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, we're recording right now."
Yeah. I'm definitely going with the flow. None of my life is scheduled other than my job now.
Yeah, that has to be though.
But me as a person, 0% schedule. Like anyone can hit me. I mean, if I don't hang out with somebody, it's because I don't really like them. But if anybody like you guys ask me to chill, I usually am pretty on that.
How often are you home?
I mean, a lot.
Do you guys
She-
plan to do things often? Do any of you guys plan to do things often besides like
just
like
band practice,
podcasts and stuff?
Kayla and I are
Besides
very like spur of the moment. Like, let's go do this.
I like wake up in the morning and be like, "Hey, we gotta go to Target at some point."
See, I do that at the end of the day. I'm like, tomorrow I want to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely one of the people who like with you guys. I wake up in the morning. I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do today?
And then usually get high and like not do it.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah,
that.
just play
That's a lot
video
of my
games.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that happens a lot.
Yeah,
I
for
mean
sure.
this morning I woke right up.
Yo,
and we
Cody
went-
and I played Fortnite earlier.
How was it? Do you have fun?
Yeah.
It was all right.
We got second place.
Oh,
It's just, like when you leave a game for a while and come back to it, the fucking controls are a little wonky.
yeah,
Dude,
yep,
even
I feel
my
that.
muscle memory
after
isn't there for it
playing
right
the
now.
Switch for so long, even going back to the Xbox controller felt a little weird.
Yeah, because the Switch is like that
Yeah.
big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you go back? Is there anything you would go back in time to change in your life?
I would have not turned around to go get cigarettes at the Dandy
Yeah.
the night I got my DUI.
Where's
I would have
that,
just
dude?
kept going.
I would just go
I
back
would
in
have
time.
never had a DUI.
I would just go back and tell myself to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
any time travel question, go back in time question. That's the only answer I have.
That's a really good answer.
Buy Bitcoin in 2012 or whenever the fuck. I think 2012 when it started to get big.
Or just like,
It came out in 2009.
Okay, then buy Bitcoin in like 2010.
Yeah.
find out
Buy
winning
lots
lottery.
of
Find
them,
out
too.
winning
Yeah.
lottery numbers for certain years, and then go back and just live each year with those winning numbers. Just hit the lottery every time.
Okay. Okay.
Live a whole new life.
But that's not necessarily the question, though, right? Like, it's not like a time travel question. It's like a specific moment in your life that you would change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
mine's still the DUI thing.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. Well, I don't, but Cody's is pretty good.
Yeah, just like
I'll
that's
join that.
that's just the moment of like the first time. That's why I say 2012 because that's the when I first learned about Bitcoin and thought I should buy that, and then
Yeah.
never did until like last year when it was $50,000 a
Yeah.
fucking coin.
Oh gosh. Imagine buying that. Imagine if you did buy it back in like 2010. You'd be so rich.
Did I send you guys that meme of the fucking parents who bought the Ethereum? Well, it was like a text message screenshot where the parents were like, "You told us to buy Ethereum. It was at 2,000. Now it's only at 900."
Oh yeah.
And the son's just like, "Sorry," and they're like, "This is why we hate you."
That's funny. Everything's down right now.
Way down.
Way
Isn't
down, dude.
Bitcoin back down to like 20,000?
Yeah.
That's insane. It was up to 60 at one point.
Yeah. It's crazy. Now's the time
Doge
to buy.
has gone back down to 6 cents.
Yeah, dude, it's awful. It's awful.
I can't even look at the shit anymore.
Dude, I barely ever look at mine.
Really? I look at mine on the daily.
Sometimes I even forget I have it until I swipe over and I fucking see the apps.
Same. Then you got to go back and punch in all your information again because it's been such a long
Luckily,
time.
with my phone, I have the fingerprint thing. I get right in.
Yeah.
It's great.
You use Robinhood still?
Yeah, Robinhood and Coinbase.
Oh, you have Coinbase now?
hmm
I use Crypto.com and Robinhood.
Crypto.com.
Crypto.com still gives me the message saying it's not available in my region.
Really?
Yep.
That's shitty, dog.
I guess it's something to do.
I mean,
New
Coinbase still has a
It is
shitload
New
of
York.
crypto on it, so.
I feel like I talked about it before, but I can't remember the exact details of. New York has some law against.
Yeah, I
some
remember.
shit
I
or
remember
whatever.
talking to you about it. I got on pretty quick. Like it said, even with Crypto.com, it said it may take up to 24 hours to process your information. I got it within like 5 minutes. It's pretty cool. I can't remember the first crypto I bought though. I mean, technically, Bitcoin.
Mine was Doge. That was the first coin I bought.
Technically, Bitcoin was the first thing I bought, but that was on Cash App.
Same, dude. I bought the Doge and then it skyrocketed to
70
10 cents.
Dude, it got up to...
It got up to like 20
25, I think. Is
24,
25,
25.
26, something like that. And I bought it all
for
at
like
like
a
8.
couple days.
Dude,
Bought it at
Doge-
like 8 and was like, "Oh, this is awesome." And then it just crashed.
Yeah.
Back down to 7.
Didn't Doge get up to like 73 cents?
I don't think it ever got that high.
No, because I would have made some good money if it did that. Because I bought it back when it was like .00012 or some shit.
I feel like I bought it at 73 cents.
I don't know. It may have gotten up that high.
If you did, you definitely fucked up.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Because it cost me, I bought 120 of them, and it was like $53. So
I'm not gonna do that math.
I was gonna say that's how we could figure out what it was when I bought it.
I am not gonna do that.
But
math.
yeah, I definitely can't.
What do you want to know?
can't
What?
do- So, I feel like I bought Doge at 73 cents, and I bought 120 of them. What's my total?
120.
Well, no, you said you paid $53
Yeah, I paid $53
for 120.
for 120 of them. How much was Doge?
.44.
So it was only 44 cents. I bought it at 44 cents.
Boom, chocolate.
I thought it was higher than that for some reason.
Well,
Whatever.
fuck you, Dogecoin.
I'm curious.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you.
fuck that.
Fuck you,
Fuck
cryptocurrency.
that to the
Fuck
moon
all
shit.
the
I've never bought
cryptocurrency
any of
right
that
now.
shit.
Bro, you should though. It's a good idea.
I know you talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm just very
Well, you made
high-hopes.
you made like
optimistic.
$1,000 that one time, so you're like, this is great.
Yeah. I had a $1,000 payout, a $900 payout, and a $200 payout. So
I'm happy for you.
You know what I got? I got a $65 payout once.
really
That was it.
nice, dude.
I am deep in the hole. I turned this is just an estimate. I turned $100 into $20.
Fuck yeah.
It's just like every time I've been to the casino.
Casino, yeah.
So Doge, $53 to I think it's $9 and some change.
Holy shit.
I lost a lot.
Sorry, dude.
Whatever. I thought about transferring it into like Ethereum, but it's so low right now that it would only buy a small amount of Ethereum. I mean, I only own like 2 cents of Ethereum right now.
I don't know
as it
very
is, but-
much.
Also, fuck the UFC for tricking me into fucking
Endeavor.
investing into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sons of
I still
bitches.
think they're gonna blow up though because combat sports is getting huge.
When I
They're
sold
getting huge.
when I sold my Endeavor, I was at like a $7 gain.
Yeah, I haven't lost money off of that. I've gained money, but it's only like $4 or $5.
Very small amount.
Picture
Yeah.
that over 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be like $50-$60.
But that's all the questions I had for tonight, and that's all we have for you guys. This has been Everybody Podcast. I'm Chad. This is Brad, Kristen, Cody. Go to our Instagram, Everybody Podcast. Follow that shit. We post stuff whenever we want to.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Absolutely. Leave comments,
Comment.
likes, turn on the notifications. I guess that helps too. But thanks for watching. Peace, guys.
Peace.